Because of the nature of a ground fight, I will always try to get up as fast as possible. As an Agana practitioner, I want to damage my opponent and get back up. Because of that, lethal technique will be easier to apply in the sense of it will take less time. Now, I want to make this clear. When you're on the ground, it's a desperate measure in the sense of this is the final frontier of ranges. In other words, there's no going fighting underground. It's the ground and it's it. Because the ground's nature of being the final range, that's why the mentality of the Agana practitioner is to finish off your opponent as fast as possible to get back up. But again, if your objective changes according to the situation and scenario and the liabilities that you have behind it, then you're going to have to apply non-lethal techniques. This segment is going to deal with Justin coming in and going to transition to take the mount. Now, as far as the mount is concerned, that is the position that will be the most dominant for your opponent. And it is important here not to collapse emotionally when they mount you. Okay, Justin, as he comes in again, he came in to the side, transits, and now he mounts. All right, you're going to have two types of fighters when they get in the mount. You're going to have the guy who's going to start just beating the living hell out of you. That is the street fighter. And then you'll have the guy that's more into grappling that'll close the gap and try to grapple with you. Okay, so in other words, I'm first dealing with the street fighter. He's just starting to pound on me. The first thing I'm going to have to do is put my hands like this. What I'm doing here is not only blocking, I am holding my head. So from the impact, I don't bounce my head on the concrete and I get a concussion. It is proven in street fights. People get concussion, the other side doesn't even aware that they got a concussion, and they keep damaging you more and more, and then you get brain damage, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is hold up your head. This will shield your face for both chokes and punches. You're going to get hit, okay? Same thing as swimming. You get in the water, you're going to get wet. You get in a fight, you're going to get hit, but you're not going to get damaged. In other words, I'm right here. 1, 2, 3. From here, as soon as I'm shielded, I can start going to work. Okay, I am going to shoot the elbows right into the legs, until one of them will connect good enough to drop him down, okay? In other words, I'm here, 1, 2, and I'm going right here, and he drops him. As soon as he drops him, you get him in closer, and basically now you're in a clinch. It's the same thing as being in a clinch upstairs. Again, I'm here, first thing, shield myself, and shoot that elbow. They will drop him. As soon as he drops, you're going to fish for hooking his neck. Same thing as upstairs with the clinch. From here, I'm going to go right here to his chin. Make sure you don't grab his face. Don't grab his face like this because now he can bite you. I want the palm of your hand right here on the edge of his chin. And from here, I have a wrench again. I can schlag him out. It's important that you don't schlag him here. If you basically break his neck here, he's going to die on top of you. And a dead body is heavy. And if he's bigger than you, then in most cases they are, you're going to have a hard time moving him off you. And if there's multiple attacker involved, basically he just neutralized you to the position. So when you have him here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bridge. As I bridge, I'm going to bring this leg right here. I'm hooking this leg right here. In other words, I'm going to try to hook here. Right here, okay? Always as a rule, hook right here. As I hook right here, this will prevent him when I bridge to pick up that knee and basically anchor himself so I can bridge him. From here, I got him here. All I'm gonna do is pick up my pelvis and schlag him right here. Okay, in reality, I dumped him on the side and I schlagged him. Now here is an important point. After you break his neck on the way out, as an Agana practitioner, I want you to be a professional. In other words, don't take things for granted. On my way out, anytime I get out of this position, this is considered I'm getting out of the guard. I am always going to strike on my way out. I don't care if I schlagged him. I'm going to take a precaution. Maybe you went to snap his neck, and he's one of those guys that go to the gym all day long and pick up the weights like this and look like a little gorilla, and his neck is not that easy to break. In other words, you want to break him, and he had a resistance, and you think you schlagged him, but he's still alive. And then you try to get out, and he's still fighting. On my way out, always 1, 2 to the groin, 1, 2 to the legs, and push down on the leg. Push down on the leg to get out. So basically, it gives you a safe way out, regardless of the neck technique. So again, he's on top of me on the mount. First thing, cover up, shield up. You have no business reach out. If you're gonna reach out for his neck, he can go into an armbar, he can continue hit you. First thing, you gotta shield so you don't get popped and a concussion. Shoot that elbow, brings you in, one, chin. Bridge up, lock him here. 1, 2, 3, 4, push on the legs, and out we go. Because of the nature of a ground fight, I will always try to get up as fast as possible. As a Nagana practitioner, I want to damage my opponent and get back up. Because of that, lethal technique will be easier to apply in the sense of it will take less time and you will be back upstairs again, and that's for the reasons of multiple attackers, the reasons you don't want to be on the ground too long time because maybe he's going to deploy a weapon, the asphalt, and the other objective that we talked about earlier. However, maybe you don't want to go into a lethal situation. In other words, maybe you're law enforcement and you can schlag him out, you can wrench your neck. Maybe it's a family member and he's drunk at the moment and he's on top of you because he had too much to drink. And again, now I will give you options without wrenching the neck. Justin comes in and mounts me again. I'm going to start off with the one that he was striking. The entry will be the same. In other words, the first thing I'm going to worry is not to get a concussion. Remember, not only to block, it's going to be your instinct as a human being to try to block. If you start blocking, there's no way possible you're going to be able to shield yourself completely from every coming shot. So one of the shots is going to connect, and that's what's going to short circuit you. So what I want you to do is shield yourself to begin with. Now, you're going to get hit. Yes, we already covered that. Yes, you're going to get hit. No big deal. And I have to hold my head so I don't get a concussion. So the entry is the same. Now, I'm going to shoot elbows as well. I'm going to shoot elbows that going to short circuit him versus me reaching out. See, earlier on the lethal technique, I wanted to shoot an elbow to get him closer so I get into a clinch and I can go into my wrenching techniques as far as the neck. This time, I made it clear that I'm choosing not to wrench his neck. Therefore, I'm not shooting for his neck. So I'm here to shield myself, and I'm going to shoot those elbows to short circuit him and bring his body weight here. At the time that I'm shooting my elbows, I'm going to set up my hook. I'm going to set up my hook. From here, when I feel that his body weight is up here, I'm going to do the same thing as I did before, hooking, but I'm not going to involve this hand. In other words, I'm going to simply bridge, come up. And from here, as soon as I'm here, it's important that your hand controls the middle of the chest so you don't give him a chance to sit back up. If he sits back up now and he takes you back or he can start working on arm bars, the grappler feels very comfortable working from the guard. Okay, he's working there hours and hours. Therefore, you did not short circuit him enough. You're going to have to put the hand here to prevent him to come up to begin with. And then you're going to have to short circuit him. Of course, here you got a freebie, which is the groin. Again, 1 shot, 2 shot, elbow, elbow. You did not damage him yet. Therefore, this time I'm going to turn. I'm going to turn him on the way out. Versus when I terminated him, I just grabbed and pushed down. If he does not have pants, grab his skin and dig your fingers in there, okay? And make his skin his pants. From here, push to the side, Charlie horse here, right here. So when I hit him here, it short circuits him to use his legs against me because he can shoot the legs and grapevine and pull you down back to the ground. I hit him right here, short circuit him, and out I go. So again, I'm down here. Justin mounted me. First thing, I'm shield myself. I shoot a couple elbows. He's down here. I hooked it here. I still hook here, so I have a handle. My handle going this way. I bridge up. Hands right here. 1, 2, elbow, elbow. Pull the leg across. Charlie horse. And out we go. Okay, now we're going to deal with a different variation from the mount. Okay, this time Justin comes in. He's already mounted, and instead of striking, he's going to close the gap and smother me. Okay, in other words, you're not dealing with a grappler that his objective is to deplete you from your energy and get in a much better position for either submission or either to start hitting you again. This is the opponent you're going to have to worry much more than just the street punk. The street punk is just going to start wailing, and because he's wailing, he's going to give you more opportunities. If you're dealing with somebody that has ground fighting or ground submission or has been trained on the ground for more, he's going to want to close the gap and smother you. Now, this is a tactic of the grapplers in the sense of they're going to try to deplete you from your energy so you're so exhausted, or maybe you're starting to panic, that you're going to give them more opportunities to attack you. It is important that you learn to swim with the sharks. In other words, don't panic. It's the same thing when somebody goes to drown and they try to get to the top of the water fast, they drown even faster. It's important to ease yourself up and stay calm. Same thing happens here. Don't panic and don't start flipping like a little fish. In other words, stay calm, find your objectives, and start going to work. Okay, go on this side so they can see. He's here. Okay, the first thing that he's in, because he's in, he's actually giving me access to weapons. Okay, as he comes in, I'm always going to want to try to have one hand inside. If you don't have the hand inside to begin with, create it that you can come in. Okay, I want one hand inside no matter what. You can still hit. Because he's smothering you, a lot of people going to, oh, I'm going to grapple with him. You can still work your weapons, okay? You're going to have to start jilting him, hitting him, pinching him, and going here. What I'm going to do here is, with the hand that's inside, I'm going to grab the ear, okay? I'm here, and I'm grabbing the ear. This will create that he's going to give me his chin. And from here, again, I got that I can wrench his neck, basically schlag him out. And the same thing happens as before. And my entry is a different angle. I'm coming here, bridging out, schlag, 1, 2, 1, 2, grab the feet, and out I go. So again, don't panic. Find your way. He's in. Don't panic. He starts to grapple. Start hitting. Start fighting your way in. Hand is inside. As soon as the hand inside, I'm going to grab the ear. Now watch ear how it works. As far as an ear, you want to pinch the top, not the whole ear, the top. Then you want to twist it, and then you tear out the cartilage. It will tear out very easy. Again, grab, pinch it, turn it, and rip it down. Okay, again, I'm here. I hit him a couple times. I find my way in. Okay, as soon as I'm here, grab that ear, pinch and turn, and rip it. Or simply pinch it, and that will give you that his face will turn this way. From here, grab the chin. Same thing happens here. I'm going to hook my leg here, and bridge my way up. Now, it's important, watch here. When you bridge up, always up first, then turn. In other words, I don't try to turn because then all his body weight is on me, and if he's much bigger than me, it's not going to be available. What I'm doing, I'm first bumping or dumping his weight forward, okay, then I turn, okay? If I don't do so, I'm going to work harder. Remember, you want to work as easy as possible and create as much leverage or damage as possible. So again, he comes in, I snap my hand inside, grab the ear, pull it, grab the chin, make sure you lock the leg here, hook it, and 1 and up. From here, wrench his neck or snap it. On the way out, 1, 2 to the groin, 1, 2 here. Always grab and push the legs on your way out, and out you go. If your objective changes according to the situation and scenario and the liabilities that you have behind it, then you're going to have to apply non-lethal techniques. He comes in, just in his arm, and this time he closes the gap. Again, I don't panic. I let things be. I'm going to hit him a couple times just to get his attention that you are not submitted to him right away, and he's going to have to work with it. As I hit him already, I'm setting up the hook right here. I'm going to still sneak my hand in there, and I'm still using that pinch in. But instead of coming to the chin here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my thumb and put it right into his armpit. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm shoving it up right into his armpit, right here. What this will do is going to short circuit him because there's a lot of nerves there. I'm just digging in, just like we said earlier, like a bowling ball. I'm just digging in to put my thumb completely in. So again, he's here. I hit a couple times. I get that hand in so I can get my handle. My handle here, in this case, is the ear. Remember, pinch, twist, then pull. Now, all his thought is down here. He's thinking right here. As he's thinking right here, my thumb right into the armpit. See how Justin reacted to it? He's giving me that room and that space. From here again, I bridge out. And here, I'm ready for an elbow. Right, bam, one elbow. Keep my hand on his chest. 1, 2, short circuit, coming on the side, Charlie horse, and out I pull. So again, it's right away closing the gap. I don't panic, I go with it. Maybe you're gonna end up moving around a little bit. Set up that hook, set up that hook. That hook is set up, hit him, get your hand inside. Ear, twist, pull. Thumb goes right into his armpit, which would also help you as a leverage to push him off you. As I have this here, see how Justin reacts to it? I grab here, okay? I grab here and I shove that thumb in. From here comes my bridge, elbow. 1, 2, elbow, elbow. Pull the leg across, Charlie horse, and out we go. Thumb goes right in the armpit, right in the middle of the armpit. And first I want you to shove up and then pinch here. So up, see how his reaction is? And then pinch here. I want you to dig in as much as possible. If you're a female, so to speak right now, nails are gonna be a great value right now because you're digging right into those nerves. From here, I'm gonna bridge up, and I go elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, push the leg across. 1, 2, maybe enjoy it, and come out.